We'll check in with Margeaux in just a moment, but first, she looked into this cool idea to make our city a more beautiful place in the winter. Just because you don't have colorful flowers and green grass, that doesn't mean you can't do a little landscaping.
Intricately carved, cleverly lit, ice on white is in full swing. A perfect example of ice, snow, and light being used to beautify our city.
By this time in January and February, it's just kind of gray. So it keeps the happiness and energy and brightness going for a little bit longer when it's dark so early.
And this isn't the only icy competition around town. Another contest is for everyday winter lovers using everyday tools.
Stay away from the chainsaws and such.
That's a dollar store traffic cone turned upside down and filled with water. And that's what a water balloon looks like.
Lori Kendall hopes to be crowned a winterscaping queen.
This one's square, that one's round, and sometimes we put food coloring in just so it's pretty when it lights up at night. It's more beautiful when it's a little darker.
Her quirky creations are meant to spread cheer, well after the Christmas decor has passed its expiry date.
It's a long time till we see a little bit of green. So yes, it's very dark still in January. It's nice to cheer people up.
Kendall recommends starting with shrubs that have all-season appeal.
I like tall grasses so that there's movement in the winter. When the wind blows, it's nice to see a little action. And it feels like there's life out there. And I like to have branches that when the leaves leave, the branches are still beautiful.
Fresh snow packed into cardboard casing is a perfect medium for sculptures. And DIY ice lumineers have a champagne effect on a beer budget.
Like $3?
Yeah. The same techniques can be romantic and elegant. This scene was created at a recent Edmonton wedding. So from front yard warriors to the seasoned ice sculpting pros, winterscaping is catching on in our city, at least as long as the weather permits.
It's something that Mother Nature gives us that changes constantly, whether it's the sun or the wind or the temperatures. And I think that's what makes it really interesting.
Margeaux, that's really cool. I can imagine what everyone can create. So you have until February 21st to nominate a neighbor or nominate yourself for a winterscaping yard. And of course, they'll do the judging just like they do the yards in bloom for the summer season. So you can expect to see the winners a little bit later on into the spring.